Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this video. No intro needed. I'm just so excited to do this smoky eye today. So your girl gotta put that headband on to protect them edges, you know. Can't be getting makeup all in them edges now. So I've already did my brows off camera. I'm thinking if I should do face or eyes first. So I'm definitely gonna do eyes first because this is gonna have glitter, duh. I don't wanna have fallout all over my foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the eye. So to prep my eyelid, I'm going in with some of my creamy concealer by Tarte. And this will also serve as my eyeshadow primer. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using Morphe eyeshadows, and I'm so excited because Morphe eyeshadows are super pigmented. And I'm going to go in with my 25C palette. This is the only palette I own by Morphe, and it's my favorite palette, you guys. I can do so much with this palette. And since I don't really do like all of the bright, colorful looks, this is perfect for all types of transitions. Like, look at all the browns and neutrals that I can use. I'm gonna go in with my Clean Colors Fluffy Blending Brush, and I'm going to go in with my first transition shade. I want this shade to be very blown out, not too dramatic, just to really bring some definition to my eye. And just to make sure right under the brow is clean and bright, I'm gonna go in with this shade and brush it right along the bottom of my eyebrow. Okay, so now to really darken up that crease and make it really smoky and brown, I'm gonna go in with my SEPHORA number 27 blending brush. And I'm gonna go in with two different brown shades. One's like darker, one's lighter. And I'm gonna start packing this on. You wanna make sure that you stay close to the lash line if you have hooded eyes. That way you can create a dome shape, because if you go like right into the crease and then you start blending out, it's just gonna be a big mess. And you want to really create a shape on your eye since you already have like hooded lids. So I'm staying very close to the lash line and I'm just blending my way up very carefully and in very light movements. Okay, so after that shade, I'm gonna go with my NYX number 13 brush, and I'm gonna start packing on this burgundy, like smoked burgundy shade on the outer corner and inner corner of my eye. And the whole time I'm looking down into my mirror so that I can stretch out my eyelid space and I can get into the creases really good. Okay, so now that I did the lighter shades with the NYX brush, I can go in with the darker one since I won't be using it again for a lighter shade. Instead of getting another brush, I can go ahead and use it for a darker shade. I'm gonna go right into my eye socket and just start patting this product in. So I'm just doing a pat and blend motion, and I'm creating that really sharp dome effect. And to really get in the creases of your eye, you want to place the brush flat onto the lid and kind of pull it so that you can get the very sparse areas that don't have the shadow. Okay, so the crease is pretty much finished. We're gonna move on to the lid space now, the middle of the lid. As you can see, I kept it sparse as I could. I didn't apply any product to the center of my eyelid. I'm gonna be using only two products to create this glitter smoky eye today. I'm gonna go with this loose body glitter. This is by, the brand is I Love to Create. And this is a California business, so I bought some of their glitters, and I have like silver, black, all the good stuff, you know. And for the shadow that I'll be applying under this is a copper color in the shade, I don't even remember the shade, but it's by Morphe, and it's like a really pretty copper color. It looks like a perfect penny, you know. And I'm gonna be using my finger to apply this, and the Fix Plus spray is just gonna loosen it up and make it look really creamy and metallic. After applying the gold onto the lid, I'm gonna go in with the smallest eyeshadow brush that I have. And the one I used for the brow, I'm going to use that one for a darker shade. Now that I've used it for my light shade, I can go in and use it for a dark shade. This is a flat brush, so it's going to be easy to apply a darker shade without it falling out. I'm going to go with the darkest shade in my Morphe 25C palette. And I'm going to start putting this is a black shade. I'm going to start applying this right onto the outer corner of the cut crease. And I'm also going to apply it right into the inner corner, which is another reason it's good to use something small and flat, because you can get into really hard areas to reach. And just so that it'll be a smooth transition from light to dark, I'm going to go in with the second transition shade that I used. And I'm going to apply this between the black and the gold. Well, I don't have an eyeshadow glue or like a glitter glue for my eyelids, so I'm going to go with this AOA cream eyeshadow. And I feel like this will help it stay on longer. And I'm going to really apply this really into the center of the lid. And then for the best part, I'm going to apply some of the body glitter on top of the liquid eyeshadow. Alright, so I'm going to lay off on the eyes for a second and go ahead and start prepping and doing my foundation and my face. I really love this primer because it's super good for oily skin and it mattifies the skin like right away. As you can see, I have like a natural shine going on after moisturizing. And I'm just going to take some of that shine away with this primer and just start dabbing it into my skin. If I didn't say what the primer is, it's the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. Such a great primer, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go in with my Sephora Make No Mistake concealer. Love this concealer, especially to color correct my acne scars. It's the only concealer that's really heavy duty and does not pick up when I start blending on top of it. I just like to go in the Flawless Airbrush Concealer Brush by Sephora and start blending it out. Like, look at how full coverage that is. And I've already started blending it out. I'm going to keep this right on the area of my acne scars and dark marks. Now, because the color corrector is so much lighter than my face, I want to balance that lighter color out with the darker foundation shade. And I'm going to go in with this Beauty Creations Flat Kabuki foundation brush. And I mixed two of my favorite drugstore foundations. I haven't used a drugstore foundation in so long, so I had to take it back. And I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in the shade 365, and then my CoverGirl True Matte Blend in the shade T70. And I mixed those two to get the perfect shade that I want. And as you can see, it's just a couple of shades darker than me. And I'm gonna go in with my Damp Beauty Blender on the butt side, and I'm just gonna start blending out that foundation. Okay, now for under eye concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Shape Tape. What in the world am I saying? I'm gonna go with my Shape Tape concealer by Tarte, and I finally got a new bottle, yay! And I just like to apply this concealer right into the corner, just like this. Now to brighten up the under eye just a little bit more, I'm going to go with this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. And I'm going to apply this right along the sides of the nose like I did at first. I'm going to apply a little bit on the chin. And then with the brighter one, I kind of go right here on my Cupid's bow. And then down the center of the nose. All right, now time to contour. Yes, I love contouring. Go back in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 365. And remember, I mixed this with my CoverGirl shade for foundation. And I'm going to apply with my foundation brush. Take it along the sides of my forehead as well. Some days I have a big forehead and then sometimes I don't. So I'm going to contour everywhere else though. Take this along the sides of my jawline and right under the lip. I'm just gonna go with my beauty blender, going in upward motions. You don't want to drag it down because it will create a 5 o'clock shadow. And I'm going to start blending and pouncing that product in. And you can also do the kissy face to really show you a guideline on where you should keep that contour. Before I go into powder, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with the All Nighter setting spray. And right after my All Nighter setting spray dries, I'm going to go in with a very thin layer of the Sacha Buttercup powder. And then I just push that product in. I like to bake right under the eye. And then to set the rest of my face, I just go in with a little of the Sacha Buttercup powder and a big fluffy brush. And I just apply it around the perimeter of my face. Before finishing the rest of the face, I'm going to go ahead and finish the eyes because I'm just ready to get the eyes done. I'm going to go on my bottom lash line and my transition shade from my Morphe palette. If you need to, you can go back in and apply a little bit more highlighter to the inner tear duct. To contour my face today, I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Matte Original Powder in the shade Neutral Dark. And I'm going to go with a fluffy brush. Apply some of the powder on here. I'm going to knock off any excess. I don't want too much powder when I start bronzing up my face. Sorry if that was really loud. And I'm just going to start packing that shade right along the outer skirts of my face. And just bronzing it up and really bringing some color into the face and definition. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. I'm going to go with this Magic Basic Beauty Contour Brush. Ooh, this brush is so good for the nose. I'm just going to start slimming that nose down. I'm using any product that's in my top. Don't want to pick up too much product. Sharpen up my contour a little bit more. I'm going to go in with this Wow Factor bronzer, and I got this from Dollar King as well. So I'm just applying it right into the hollows. Okay, moving along to blush, I'm going to go in with my Sephora contour blush palette. Yes, and I'm going to go in with this pink shade here. I'm using a very big fluffy powder brush. I'm sure you guys have seen these brushes for a long time now. These are like the original fluffy brushes that we had before all of the good brushes now. These are just as good. And I'm going to apply my blush right onto the apples of my cheek and up into my contour. Okay, so for highlight, I'm going to go in with this Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop, which is some of y'all's favorites, some of everybody's favorites. Their highlighters are so bomb. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighter right here on my nose. I love a good shiny nose. I'm going to take it down the bridge. Now I'm coating my lashes with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Then for lashes, I'm going to go with the Huda Beauty lashes in the shade Farrah number 12. These lashes are so pretty! Oh my gosh, I'm going to pop these on off camera, then I'll be right back. For lips, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Lip B6 in the shade Beauty Con. Okay, so I'm gonna go take off this head wrap and put on some earrings. Y'all know the rest. Y'all know the rest. I'll be back. Hey guys, this is the finished look. Oh my gosh, I'm like feeling it so much. I'm kind of giving off like retro Barbie vibes or something with these earrings. Aren't they so cute? Love them. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming to watch. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video and you like the look, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe. I will be posting pictures on Instagram. You know the selfie is gonna be lit, so make sure you follow me on Instagram and connect with me, you guys. I have a huge giveaway coming up. I know y'all been hearing about that for like a month now, but I wanted to give y'all a month to get caught up on videos and to really be engaged. So make sure you follow me on Instagram for giveaway updates, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I'm gonna do some slow-mos and then I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.